body bags were whore lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Thursday, this is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so this week I'm doing 2016's The Witch. Holy shit, I got on the bandwagon with you all. I never see these kinds of films straight away. These are the kinds of films I'm talking about that go around everyone's news feeds, they're all over everyone's YouTube. There's like a million reviews. I just never jump on the bandwagon, but I had to see this because I saw a quote from Stephen King who said that this was one of the first films in a very long time that actually genuinely scared him. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go see that. And I saw it, and it's fantastic. I slate everything. I'm not slating this film in any way, shape or form. The acting's fantastic. Just the feel of the movie, the way it's shot. It's a very simple movie in the sense of it takes place, 99% of it takes place in sort of one location. We only have about 5 or 6 characters for most of it, but that doesn't hinder it in any way. We also have no real musical score, which I find helps a lot watching films. And normally when there are films that don't have much of a musical score, that tends to make them kind of boring. This didn't hinder it in any way either, so this is huge plus points for this movie. Now the basic plot of this film is it's set in 17th century sort of New England. It's set in the time of when the first settlers from England moved to America and then set up colonies. So we are in a Puritan colony, and our family, the mother and father William and Catherine, and the children Thomasin, Caleb, Mercy and Jonas, they are being excommunicated from the colony, and I wasn't sure of the reason. I got a little bit confused. It's only first 5 minutes of the film this happens in. A bit confused as to why they were being kicked out, so I just looked it up on Wikipedia to see what the description would be, and it was prideful conceit. I'm not sure what prideful conceit is, but that's why they got kicked out. So they're being kicked out of their colony, and I'm pretty sure it's because I guess they were just like, we are very religious, but we don't like the way we have to be under your rule. We would like to be religious in our own way, so they got kicked out for it. Now they've set up shop on a piece of land and basically making their own farm, having to sustain themselves, and it's all going a bit crap, but blah blah blah. Now in the first 5 minutes this happens, and then it's several months later and they've had a new child, Samuel. So they've had a new baby and he's unbaptized, and this causes the parents some concern. Parents, however, you might recognise in this movie. I'm pretty sure the children actors are unknowns as such, but the parents, Catherine is played, I can't remember their real names, but she was Lysa Arryn on Game of Thrones, and the father is, if you're British or even if you're not and you've seen the original Ricky Gervais Office, the original Office people, he's Finchy, Chris Finch, and I was just like, holy shit, this is a great lineup, these great actors. So yes, they're on the farm, and in the first 15 minutes, the older daughter Thomasin is playing with Samuel, and she's playing a game of peekaboo, and as she takes her hands away a few times later, he is gone. He is being abducted by the witch. Now, even though it's called The Witch, this film is not necessarily centred on the witch that is shown to us. We have a few snippets of a woman who is living out in the woods because they're very close to the woods. But it's not necessarily all about her. It's about the family and how their religion and their fear of the fact that they have been kicked out of the colony, they've had a child who is unbaptised, their fear then leads them into sort of a cabin fever type thing. There's a lot of accusations being thrown around. Because Thomasin is the one who technically lost Samuel as she was taking care of him, she is then kind of ostracised for the rest of the film, and the twins in this are very, very strange. They talk a lot to one of the goats, and as I'm sure some of you know, I clocked this before they even mentioned it in the film, is the fact that Lucifer is said to sort of take form of a black goat. So at first I thought, oh wow, this is great, this is kind of some kind of maybe foreshadowing, or this is like a little thing maybe for people to pick up on. There's all these little elements in this film that come together that make you think, is this whole family witches? That's what's so great about it, is that the family, once the baby has been stolen, it all kicks off from there, and there's just all these accusations flying around, because it's at that time when all you had to do was point at someone and be like, you're a witch, and tell someone else about it. then you would have to literally prove that you weren't one, because automatically the person who shamed you was believed. And that's what's so great about this film, is that there's always accusations flying around, so the family just starts falling apart. And it is scary at times, but it's more about, you know, kind of the horror of is this person actually not who they say they are? Is this person being controlled by someone else? Is this person a witch? What about the real witch? Because there is a real witch in this, and she's freaking terrifying. But also, there is the underlying current of what if one of the other one is a witch as well? What if one of the kids is a witch? What if one of the parents is a witch? Because some very bad things start happening. You know, these kind of ominous type things start happening, and you don't know who it is until you get to the very end of the film, and then it's all explained. So that's fantastic, because all the way through the film you're just thinking, oh my god, what if this one's lying? What if that one turns out to be an actual witch? What if this one did that horrible thing? What if this one is the reason that bad thing happened? And it's great. And it's strange, because I didn't think I was gonna, when it started going and I realised that the tone of the film, I wasn't sure if I was gonna really get into it, and I really did. And it's fantastic, and the acting in this was fantastic. I mean, they all did such a good job of being very, you know, emotional all the time, and just like really just, oh my god, I can't even explain it. It's just a fantastic film, you know. I mean, you wouldn't think a film that has like just a family, focus on that family, you know. There's the threat of a witch, and then accusations of you're a witch and you're a witch, and then having to kind of, you know, prove that you're not until you get to the very end. I would have thought I would have been taken in by that, but I really was. And like I say, this isn't one of those films kind of like The Village, where it's a bit like, oh well, that was a crap ending, you know, because oh well, that never really happened, or that wasn't what I thought it was. No, trust me, there is some supernatural stuff behind this, and it's fantastic. And I don't think I can say anything else about it, because I'll just start giving away huge spoilers and massive scenes that you really should just see. So yeah, I will see you guys next week.